Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please do not forget to click the subscribe button and also to click the notification bell for you to be notified and updated in my new and upcoming uploads. In this particular video, as you can see in the title, I will be discussing about, or I will be sharing to you guys facts about my hormone replacement therapy. For the information of everybody, excuse me. For the information of everybody, I underwent hormone replacement therapy for almost 2 years. Unfortunately, I just found out that HRT is not meant for me because of some heavy reasons, health conditions, or health factors that I need to consider. That is why I stopped undergoing hormone replacement therapy. Now, in this particular video, I will be sharing to you guys those facts or those interesting facts or ideas regarding my transitioning way back then. I definitely think that it is something that transgenders should watch, most especially those beginners who wanted to undergo and who wanted to embark in the drastic process of hormone replacement therapy. Before anything else, disclaimer, I am not a doctor, I am not an endocrinologist, I'm also not a person working in the field of medicine, and these ideas I will be sharing to you guys, it's merely based on my experience and observations that I observed while undergoing in the drastic process of hormone replacement therapy. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. First on our list, or first fact about my HRT before, I am self-medicating, or I do self-medicate. I did self-medicate way back when I was transitioning. It's because at first I really have no idea if I really have no idea that in HRT you really need to consult a doctor. And for HRT, the right person or the right doctor you need to go to is an endocrinologist. That is why I am self-medicating. Because of that particular reason, I don't have any idea that in HRT you need to seek a medical assistance from someone working in the field. Now, what is the importance of consulting an endocrinologist? The success of your hormone replacement therapy will depend on many factors, and one of them is consulting to the right person. If you will consult to the right person, such as an endocrinologist, he or she will give you the right amount of hormones, what brand of hormones that you need in order for you to be successful, in order for you to achieve your desired purpose in undergoing hormone replacement therapy. HRT is a very dangerous process. That is why to self-medicate, yes, although many transgender, most especially here in my country, they are self-medicating, and so far the results were good on them. But me personally, if you have the capacity or capability to consult to an endocrinologist, the best thing that you need to do is to please do consult an endocrinologist, because it will just be for your own good. It will be for the benefit of your transitioning. So do not put your life in a great risk or danger just because you're self-medicating, because HRT is already dangerous. And yes, do not compromise or do not do anything that will make this process more dangerous. You get my point? Okay, so moving on to the next fact about my hormone replacement therapy or transitioning is I started with birth control pills, specifically micropill and Dian 35. So for a person like me who is new to this process, at first, I really have no idea that you need to take 2 medicines for HRT, estrogen and testosterone blocker. Therefore, before, I only stick to birth control pill because it's affordable. At the same time, it's the only option that I can take. So I really have no idea that there are those medicines that are specifically designed for HRT. I really thought that birth control pills, they are the best medicine for HRT, but I was wrong. Instead, it is very dangerous to use birth control pills in HRT because They are not designed for HR. They are not designed for this particular process, and they will trigger this thing called blood clotting or coagulation. But I'm not discriminating those transgender or using birth control pills, because in my country the use of birth control pills, it's very rampant. Transgender icons here in my country, they started with birth control pills, and looking into them, they are amazing, they're beautiful, and I must say they are successful in HRT. But then again, for those who wanted to undergo HRT, if you're planning to use birth control pills as starter pack for your HRT, and I think you better stop thinking about it. You need to think about your health, your holistic health, and to not use birth control pills because they are not designed for HRT. As much as possible, stick to those medicines such as Progainova and estrogen, because they are really created for this process, or for the process of altering hormones or hormone replacement therapy. Moving on to the third fact about my HRT before, or third fact about my transitioning, is I didn't use testosterone blocker at first because I have no idea that testosterone blocker is essential in HRT aside from estrogen. Now, what is really the importance of taking testosterone blocker? Taking testosterone blocker is indeed very important because it will be considered one of the factors to be considered in the success of your HRT. Testosterone blocker played a very important role in the sense that it will stop reproduction of testosterone to one's body, and testosterone, it is a male hormone. Male hormones, they are responsible for the development of secondary male characteristics, and HRT, the ultimate purpose of HRT is for us to get rid of the puberty of male, and for us transgenders not to experience the puberty of male, and to get rid of the development of masculine features or figures. We don't want that. That is why we need to take testosterone blocker and estrogen. And at first I really have no idea that we need to take testosterone blocker. That is why I conducted some research, and a friend of mine, a transgender friend of mine, told me that the importance of taking testosterone blocker. That is why I decided to buy and to consume. And the first testosterone blocker that I used, it's Hals, followed by Androcur. And if I were to choose between Hals and Androcur, then I will stick for the Androcur, because for me, I think it is very effective. I'm loving the effects of that particular product to me, and unfortunately, I stopped transitioning because it's not just meant for me. Okay, so fourth fact about my transitioning before is that I am using combination of estrogen, oral, and injectables. I don't think if it's okay, but for me, in my opinion, I feel like it's very dangerous because the use of the combination of injectable and orals, that will lead for you to experience overdosage. And overdosage, it is very dangerous. Too much use of estrogen is not good, because estrogen, the fact that you're taking estrogen, there is a great possibility for you to experience or for you to increase your blood clotting or coagulation. And blood clots, they are very dangerous to our body because this will trigger serious health problems such as stroke, heart attack, and many more. And before, I'm using combination of orals and injectables. So for orals, I'm using it for orals, I'm taking it every day, and for injectables, I'm injecting once a week. And I feel like that is way too much. I feel like that is not good, and that is something that should not be recommended. But the most important thing that you need to do is to ask advice from an endocrinologist or to a doctor for you to be aware on what are the things that you need to do. Because for me, consulting an endocrinologist is very important because he or she will perform different tests, blood tests, to figure out and to find out the amount of estrogen that your body needs in order for you to become successful in your HRT. And for the last fact about my HRT or transitioning, I eventually stopped due to heart problems. I'm a fan of transgender content creators, and one of them is Miss Destiny Melas. After watching, I'm a fan of watching her videos, and upon watching her videos, one of the most important lessons that I learned about HRT is it is really not meant for everyone. And those transgender who underwent, or those transgender who are undergoing HRT, there is no assurance, there is no guarantee that they will become successful in this process. In other words, HRT is really not meant for everyone. And that is one of the harsh realities that I found out upon watching one of her videos. Yes, it's very sad, it's very true. It's very true and it's very sad. But I need to accept this because this is the reality, and the reality will set us free. Last May 2020, I thought I'm having complications because of HRT because I switched into using birth control pills. I experienced symptoms of heart, chest pain, palpitations, high blood pressure, hypertension, and it sort of like frustrates me and bothers me. That is why I immediately sought a medical advice, a medical guidance from our family doctor, and he asked me if I'm taking something because there is a great possibility that I'm having complications or I'm having overdosage, because based on the journal's checkup that he did grammatically wrong. Based on the general checkup that he did, according to him, there is a great possibility that I'm having blood clottings or deep vein thrombosis, because I am experiencing during that time I'm experiencing symptoms of DVT. That is why he referred me to one of the doctors in the city, or in Tagbilaran City, specifically a cardiologist, because I'm experiencing chest pain. Later on, I found out that it's not because of HRT. I have a congenital heart defect. I'm not having complications because of HRT. But even though that is the case, still that doctor advised me to stop, because if I will continue, it will be more dangerous. At the same time, challenging for me since I already have heart problems, and it is not good to continue undergoing HRT because I will be taking estrogen, and estrogen, they can trigger blood clotting and can increase blood pressure. That is why he highly recommended me to stop undergoing this process. Although I feel like HRT is something that I should undergo, I feel like HRT is something I need. For me, there are things that are not worth keeping. I need to let go of things that are not meant for me, because at the end of the day, what matters most is your health. I want to live long enough. I want to fulfill those goals and dreams that I wanted in life. That is why, although it's very painful at first to stop, I embrace that particular reality, and right now I'm having right now I feel like I made the right choice. I think that would be all, guys. I really hope that you learned something about this video, my facts about my HRT. Now, if you like this video, please do not forget to click the like button, and also to subscribe and to click the notification bell as to your way of showing support to my channel. I think that would be all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless us all, and see you in my next video.